I get really confused about who I'm telling what to. I don't know if y'all know, but I went to the library. It was pretty cool. I went for like 2 hours or something like that. But now I'm walking because I needed to get exercise in. Don't know how long I'm going to walk. I'm not going to walk long. I barely even wanted to do it. Got to update y'all on my podcast. I was trying to put it everywhere, like distribute it to all platforms, but for some reason I ran into a problem and I've already had this problem. A fun fact about me, I have a problem with using copyrighted music. I really enjoy using the music I like using. And so yeah, that is where the problem lies. I'm using a copyrighted song and I'm using a copyrighted I'm going back to the car. I'm going back to the car. But I'm using a copyrighted song. Um and I'm probably gonna have to change the pitch of it. I'm gonna have to change something about it now, and it sucks because for I just scheduled the episode for Sunday. Luckily though, I have enough time. It is Wednesday and it's 4 o'clock, so I have more than enough time, which is fine. But it's just too much work. But I mean, girl, you don't have nothing else to do, so. But yeah, that's where I'm at now. God be speaking to me, y'all, every time, all the time. But yeah, I'm gonna get it done though, even though that sucks. I did not want to do that. I wanted everything just to run smoothly, but nothing ever runs smoothly at all. So yeah, when I get back to the house, um, I'm gonna have to fix that. I've done downloaded this same video like 5 times, and man, I'm tired of doing it. So tired of doing it. So before we can get into how I study, and I honestly don't even know how I study yet. Still working that out. Let's talk about why I study. I probably tell this story in depth on my podcast, but I met somebody who I used to work with. She literally just came for one summer and she was deep into the Bible. I didn't even own a Bible at the time. Seeing her changed my life. I recently started studying the Bible, I want to say less than a year ago. Before I started writing it down, I'm a pen and paper type of person. Before I started writing it down, I did just have the Bible app. The Bible app is called Bible, I think. It's by YouVersion. It has a daily refresh. And then it also has Bible plans. So I would do the daily refresh every day. And then after a while, I started looking at plans. A plan caught my eye. I decided to do that plan. Then multiple plans started catching my eye. So I would do at least 5 plans at a time. It got to a point where I felt like I was just doing it just to do it. And I didn't feel like I was retaining information. After a while, I just was asking God, like, is there a way for me to remember? Like, of course you remember once you're referred back to it. Once you hear somebody else talk about it again, you be like, oh yeah, I read that. A good example, I did a plan on the book of Esther, and then I was like watching a sermon or something like that, and he was going over, or she was going over Esther and her story, and I was like, oh yeah, I read that, but I really couldn't tell you much about it besides I read it. That's when I got this journal. I got this notebook, and when I first got it, I was just writing my own ideas, half completed ideas, would never truly finish anything that I was writing down. When I was writing down my ideas, I would write them in pencil just in case I messed up, just in case I want to start over, whatever. And then I just stopped after a while because it just felt like nothing was working. At the top of 2025, I started writing in pen. And when I started writing in pen, I felt a new drive. I felt like I was actually completing something. It took me about 2 months to fill up this whole entire journal. When it was completed, I felt so accomplished. When I was in this journal, I would do all those Bible plans that I was so excited to do. I would write them down. I would write down the key verses for that specific plan. I would write down my daily refresh notes in here, and I would write down little prayers, little mantras in this journal. And once it was completed, I was like, wow, like I really want to do it again. It just made me want to get another one. So that's what I'm working on now. So now I'm trying to figure out what studying looks like to me. This journal that I want to write in now, I want it to be a little bit more tailored to me. As we go along with this journey, we'll understand what that means, because right now I don't even know what that means. I'm actually taking my time a little bit more with this new journal I got. I realized there is no rush to have it completed. There's a lot of different ways that I study the word. Sometimes I will write notes on the Bible, like just purely the Bible. Sometimes I want context behind it. That's when online starts to help me. I found a bunch of different websites, a bunch of different tools that help me kind of interpret the Bible better. They say you're supposed to read your Bible. Yes, I read my Bible, but there's also things I need context on. I have a lot of online resources that I look at when I'm studying, and I'm still also working on how to use my resources. I started taking notes 4 months ago, and it's still, you still learn. It's hard for me to learn in a month. The first website I came across was BibleStudyTools.com, and I really don't use this one often. Honestly, I really don't use it often. The one that I really use is Enduring Word. This is Bible commentary. They literally have commentary on every single book, every single verse, every single chapter, everything. He's been working on this for, I think, over 20 years. I don't know. He's been working on it for more than 20 years. Another resource I use is Bible Teaching Notes.blog. This is a blog by somebody. I just use this when you just want something a little bit quicker. He has a couple of chapters not in his teaching notes, so Enduring Word is the one that I use the most. A couple of days ago, I think probably yesterday or 2 days ago, I seen sermons.logos.com. This is one of the websites that I'm using to write notes about Ezekiel 37. And lastly, BibleProject.com has a lot of resources, videos, graphics. Bible Project and Enduring Word are the most user-friendly and can really help you. Yo soy una hija del Inti Sol, de la Pachamama y del Inti Sol. So I took a couple days to read and interpret Ezekiel 37 specifically, and I also learned a little bit of history on Ezekiel and what was going on at the times. So I feel pretty prepared for the podcast that I'm going to shoot this week. I actually sat down to go over my notes with Pierre, and he actually said they were good. So it made me excited to record the podcast. And now we're here, getting ready to shoot the pod. So I'm going to close out this video. I'm excited. What is today? Today is Thursday. I really didn't have much to say. I just wanted to document the beginning stages of me studying the Bible. I've only been doing it for a couple months, so I know it's only going to get better over time. And then I feel like I'll be able to give you a little bit more in depth on how I actually study. If you're wondering what I gathered from my research on Ezekiel 37 as it relates to tunnel vision, tune into my podcast called The Skybox Under Guide. It will be posted on Sunday. I'm especially excited for this episode because I am much more prepared than I was last week. I have been doing good, staying consistent on all of my platforms for the most part. I post on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram sometimes. And yeah. So yeah. Y'all can follow me on my socials. They are Skye 2 times on basically all platforms, but everything will be in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you gained something from it. I don't know, a new resource, a new website. I hope you gained something, and I hope you have an amazing day. And yeah, see y'all next week.